Hello, first graders. It's Miss Anderson again. I am here to talk to you about an artist who liked to use primary colors. His name was Piet Mondrian, and he was born in the Netherlands, which is over in Europe, in 1872, which was a very long time ago. He was influenced by many artistic styles and helped to found an artistic movement, which means he and his friends created art in a similar style, and they called themselves artists who created de style, which means the style. So they thought they were the ones in charge of showing the world how to create art in this style. He died in 1944, and he created about 250 paintings in his lifetime. Here's a self-portrait of Mondrian, which just gives us an idea of what he might have looked like. The paintings that he is most famous for I haven't shown you yet, but one of the first kinds of paintings that he did was influenced by Cubism. And it's an artistic style in which the subject is broken into pieces and rearranged in a new order to show the most important parts of the object. This is a little bit harder to see, but it's a tree, okay? And when Mondrian drew this tree and then painted it, he really started to break up the branches and use them as lines to kind of divide up his space. And he ended up switching from just drawing lots and lots of lines to art like this, where he just drew, or painted, I'm sorry, I keep saying draw. He painted just a lot of lines and a lot of colors, and this one has oranges and browns and pinks and blues and yellows, and sort of in an oval format, but his lines are definitely both vertical, the tall way, and horizontal, the side way, and they are straight. So the members of this art movement, they were searching to paint an even more honest truth than the Cubist artists. They believed the essence, the foundation of all things can be found in the simple form, straight lines and primary colors. So Mondrian began painting pieces like the one above, and I'm going to show you many more. Well, not many more, but a few more. So you'll notice here that Mondrian started with these lines, didn't he? He probably used a ruler or something straight to help him draw these many lines going from side to side, horizontal lines, and also some vertical lines going up and down. And the colors he used were red, blue, and yellow, the primary colors, the most basic colors of all. Here's another painting, or a picture of a painting. Very similar, although we do see the color green in this one. Here's another one. We've got our primary colors again. And so now, because Mondrian's style is pretty different, I really wanted you to do a little experimenting with it and do an artwork like the ones he did, because it's a lot of fun. And it's not so hard. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom out. And I have my ruler here. That's an important tool. And I'm going to use crayons. I'm going to use red, blue, and yellow, and of course black. So the first most important thing that we need to do today is to write our name on the back. Okay? And then we're going to turn it over. And I'm going to show you how you can use your ruler to draw straight lines. Now you have a choice. Your artwork can go this way, the wide way, the landscape way, horizontal, however you like to describe it, or this way, the tall way, the vertical way, the portrait way. And so I'm going to start out, first thing I'm going to do is draw some lines, and I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in here with my crayon and my ruler. Move my camera back just a little bit. There we go. So I'm going to just, wherever I feel like making a line, I'm going to run my crayon along the side of this ruler so it gets really dark. Just turn my paper so it's easier to work on because it doesn't really fit. And then I'm going to do a couple more lines. Let's say at least 4 lines going up and down. maybe more, maybe less. So I'll do one that's real close to this one for fun. I guess I should be doing mine the wide way. I think I will. I'll switch to the wide way, but right now I'm doing lines going this way, which right now are up and down or vertical. But since my paper doesn't fit so well on the surface that I'm doing this movie, I'm going to turn it the other way. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. Let's see, I'll go ahead and put one more down here, making it 5, so you guys don't think I'm taking the easy way out. Now I'm going to turn my ruler the other way, and I'm going to do some lines going the other way. And if we want to call these horizontal, since I moved my paper, we're going to call these vertical. So this time when I draw my lines, I'm creating the shapes that I'm going to be coloring in, okay? So you don't need to do them any specific way. Actually, I could use my ruler just to go across some of them. So see, I didn't have a shape up here. That's another way to do it. I'll do another one of those lines here to balance it out, sort of. Okay. So let's see, I'll do a couple more lines here, and notice I'm pressing, I'm going back and forth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I personally am going to do 8 lines going this way. You don't have to do that many. But this is my drawing, and I am now ready to start adding color. And I'm just jumping in. I'm only using primary colors, red, blue, and yellow. I don't have to color all the squares, just the ones I want to color. But I want my artwork to feel balanced. I don't want it to look empty and alone and not having a lot of color. I'm using good crayon coloring technique, outlining the shape with my crayon first, then coloring it in one time, going back over it, and maybe coloring in a circle to fill up all those white marks. I can go back over this one another time too. But you get the idea. I am coloring a few shapes with red. That's it. Next, I'm going to just turn my paper so it's easier for me to work on. I'm going to color a few yellow shapes. Now you have to be careful because if the yellow crayon touches the black crayon, then your yellow could get yucky. And I have a pretty good example of that right there. So it kind of smears. Another way to color these in would be with the temper cake paint. I'm okay with you guys doing it that way too. As long as you only use primary colors, red, blue, and yellow. And I'm going real fast, so I'm not doing the best, most beautiful job right here. But I don't want you to sit and watch me all day. So let me go ahead and color in another yellow. And then I'll start doing some blue shapes here. Maybe this blue one will be right next to this yellow one. I'm going around the outside edge of my shape first. That helps me to color because now I only have to color in the middle. And if I do a scribbly shape or scribbly coloring, I can go back over it 1, 2, 3 more times, and it'll be colored in. The thing about coloring is it's not real fast. You have to go back over things to make them look even and to get rid of all the white spots. The other thing is as your crayons start to get worn down, you have to peel the paper off a little bit. And that's not a bad thing, but it's just something extra you have to do when you use crayons. So if you want to use markers, if you want to use paint, if you want to use crayon, all of those, oops, I even broke the crayon. All of those options are available today. After you get your lines drawn with black crayon, I can help you get the materials you need. Now remember, you don't have to color in all the squares. You want to color it in until you feel like it's balanced and finished. Okay? So I'm going to stop coloring this blue. Kind of brush it off. And right now I am sort of feeling like this painting's balanced, like it doesn't need a lot more color. But I could do maybe one more blue shape down here. I have 3 of each other color. I've got 3 red ones. I've got 3 yellow ones. Now I've got 3 blue ones. And for me, as an artist, I feel like I'm finished with this. So I hope you have fun using a ruler and a black crayon to create all of these nice straight vertical and horizontal lines. I hope you have fun using primary colors, red, blue, and yellow. And I also hope that you don't forget to put your name on the back, because that is so important. So have fun, let your inner artist soar, and have a great and wonderful time. I can't wait to see what you make.